Mama Maya here. I am back with another video. This video is mostly about what I got for Mother's Day. If you hear a noise, my baby's playing with a little like back massager thing. So yeah. Anyways, so today is May 12th, 2019. I look really crusty because what we did today is we had a breakfast potluck. Everyone, made something, bought stuff. We had different omelets and all that stuff. I made cake. I made dessert. Oh my god, my lips look horrible. Ugh. And then we went to the Rockies game and it was so hot. It's so hot, and baseball is so long. Oh my god, we only stayed 2 innings because it was just so hot. That's why I looked so washed up and just gross. Like, this was a look this morning. I had the highlight pop in and I had everything. But anyways, so my video today is about my Mother's Day present, which was this tattoo that I actually designed myself. So the backstory of my tattoo is I've been thinking about getting a tattoo. Literally, as soon as I gave birth to my daughter, the first thing I was thinking, I was like, I can go back to work today. I was like, fuck that, I can get a tattoo. Like, this will not hurt. Okay, that's not his grandma. I thought his grandma was like here and trying to pull in the garage. I'm like, cut the video. No. But yeah, so I was like, but obviously when you get a tattoo, you want to make sure it's somewhere you want it for sure. I got it on my collarbone. I got it on the left side of my body on my collarbone just because I wanted something kind of elegant and cute, and also so it's close to my heart because this is for my daughter. So I kind of like it better over here because let me see. Yeah, I look a little less washed up over here. Anyways, so where was I? Oh my god, mommy brain. But sorry, she's playing with the little thing. So I designed this tattoo, and I designed it like a month ago because he's like, what do you want? My fiance's like, what do you want for Mother's Day? I was like, give me a tattoo. And I was like kind of joking, but I designed the tattoo. I showed everyone I showed loved it. I have her name, her birthday in Roman numerals, and then the angel wings. So the story behind the angel wings, I know some people when they think angel wings on a tattoo, they think someone died, whatever. For me, it's symbolic of my mother who was murdered when I was 3. I have a video about that, talking to her murderer. She was murdered, so I never got to do all the fun things that everyone else got to do because I did not have a loving mother figure in my life. Well, I did when I was very young, but then she turned kind of Wicked Witch of the West, and I have story times about that for sure. But yeah, so I missed out on a lot of things, like going prom dress shopping with my mom, having her throw me a graduation party and congratulating me and all that stuff. So I feel as though I'm not a super religious person, but I've been told this a lot, and I feel as though that God and my mom sent my daughter down to me because they knew that I missed out on so much, and I had a hole in my life, and I'll always have a hole in my life because I didn't know my own mother, but I can kind of fill that void and hole with my own daughter, and doing all the things with her that I never got to do with my mother or a mother figure. So that's why I have the angel wings, because I call my daughter Malaya an angel baby. She's my angel baby. So that's why I created this, and like I said, I wanted it close to my heart, which is why it's on my collarbone on the left side. So yeah. Anyways, about getting the actual tattoo, we made my appointment to get the tattoo, I think, last Monday, and I just got it yesterday evening. And let me tell you, from the time I left with that appointment set to the time I actually went and I got my tattoo, I was shitted. I was so scared. People were like, oh yeah, it feels like they're ripping through her skin, and especially up here, like the collarbone. And my fiance has tattoos on his chest, so he's like, yeah, it kind of feels like they're ripping your collarbone. I'm like, my fiance was scaring me about it. He's like, well, just make sure you can handle it. You don't want to do like halfway and tap out and it's gonna be there for the rest of your life. And I'm like, boy, I gave a natural birth to a 6-pound, 11-ounce baby. Just kidding. That worried me. What he said worried me. But I should know that, girl, no epidural here. So, it's a little foreshadowing for ya. But yeah, so I was worried all week. The day, like yesterday, I made sure I ate, of course. I got a huge bottle of water that I brought with me, brought headphones, I brought a stress ball. It was crazy. I just completely overpacked for this little tattoo that didn't even take 30 minutes. It was 30 to 45 minutes to do this. And it's really good. I love it. I've gotten my belly button pierced at the shop before, and of course my fiance has gotten all his tattoos from there, and he has 4 now. So I know people are cool there. It's a clean environment and all of that. But we got there, and the artist had forgotten that we were scheduled because he had he had a busy day that day, and he's like, oh well, either you can wait, this will take 20 minutes, so either you can wait 20 minutes or you can come back another time, I feel really bad, blah blah blah. I was like, I'm already here, so here we fucking go. TikTok for ya. But I was like, yeah, we're here. I mean, we got a babysitter for tonight for this exact reason. We drove, 45 minutes out for that reason to, get someone from this specific shop because it's reputable and we know, they're clean and stuff. So we'll wait. And part of me was like, maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should get my ass home. This is gonna hurt. And I was so nervous. Leg tapping, texting my mama Steph and my friends, I'm so nervous. What if it hurts really bad? And so he's doing his tattoo in the room, and then his friend had me send him the design, and he drew it out and stuff. And the guy took a second. My tattoo artist took a second, came out, asked me how big I want it, blase, whatever. We went through how big I wanted it and stuff. Then, I pay, do my paperwork. He's like, okay, we're ready. I'm like, shit. So I wore a cropped bandeau top sort of thing, and I had a sweatsuit on. Yeah, sweatsuit. So I was just able to take my sleeve, or kind of take my shoulder out of my sleeve and then just have it completely covered, so no slips. But he had me stand up. He's asking me if I wanted to a tilt with my collarbone or just straight. I said straight. He put it on there, looked in the mirror, perfect, let's do this. I was wearing slides because I knew, I was like, I'm gonna be in so much pain, I don't want sneakers on my feet. So he's like, okay, go ahead, lay down. My fiance's holding on my stuff. Ooh, they're back. Holding on my stuff, and so I take my slides. I'm like, you need to take those. I kick him off, and then he's like, okay, you ready? And he's like, wait, are you nervous? I was like, yeah. He's like, you don't have any tattoos? I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, you should have told me that. But anyways, he starts, and he's just like, was that bad? And it wasn't. It really wasn't. I'll place a video here. And it really So obviously it is a completely different day. Last night she just started crying when I was doing my video, and then people started coming back over and just like whatever. And I was super tired, like I just want to take my makeup off, get something to eat, and just go to bed because I was up since like before 6. Anyways, so I do have a shirt on. I have a like tube top thing on. There's my tattoo. Anyways, so I was saying how I think I should have just put a video before this clip of me getting the actual tattoo. Basically, it did not hurt nearly as bad as I thought it would. It didn't hurt really. I mean, I remember when he was bringing it down, he's like, "You ready?" I was like, "Yeah." So I was like, as you can see in the video, I was laying obviously on my back. My hands were together, and I was like squeezing my hands together, and he like did a line, and he's like, "Is that bad?" I was like, "No." There were points during it where I like did squeeze my hands together, but it's like, ouch, that kind of hurt, but it was never, unbearable. So I feel kind of stupid for being so scared, but what I mean, if you've never had a tattoo, you just hear horror stories and you just know, your own pain tolerance. And I wouldn't say I don't cry over everything, but I mean, things do hurt me. So, and like, it's so funny because the night before, I have this little scratch. I don't even know where I got it from, but the night before the scab was coming off, so I went to go peel it. I peeled it and like my whole wrist was like hurting. I was like, I can't get a tattoo. Like I can't even, like, this just hurt the crap out of my wrist. How am I gonna get a tattoo? I was like, fuck. But this really did not hurt, and I love it. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted it. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. I feel kind of dumb. I definitely overpacked. Like I said, I brought water, stress ball, headphones. I was just so nervous, but I'm so happy I got it. It was only $100. That's what he quoted me when I went in, when my fiance got his tattoo, and I showed him mine. I was worried that it was going to be very bulky, so I was like, okay, well maybe let me just take off her birthday and just do her name in the wings, because I didn't want the wings to be, too small and they'd be clumped together and looked really bad. But then I didn't want like the whole side of my chest all, So if you hear Malaya, she is back there playing in her little toy. So she's screeching and having fun. But anyways, so the tattoo experience wasn't that bad. I would definitely say I would get another tattoo if I knew exactly what I wanted, like something meaningful like this, and like in a place that I can cover it up. That's why I wanted, like I said, I wanted it as close to my heart as I could get it, and I also wanted it somewhere I can cover it up. Like obviously if I'm wearing like an open shirt, you can see part of it, but for like work, like at least for my job, I work at Buffalo, so it's not that big of a deal. But we don't wear our jerseys anymore, apparently. I just saw that on my friend's Snapchat. We wear like tops that come up to here, so it's not an issue. And if I ever work in like a professional environment, of course I'm not going to be showing my boobs off or anything crazy like that, so I'd be wearing like a button up, so it's perfectly fine. In all honesty, as soon as I had this tattoo picked out in the placement, there was no telling me where, like, a different place to put it. I don't even know where I'd put it, probably like on my shoulder blade, but I wanted to be able to see it myself, even though it's backwards. But yeah, I'm so happy with it. I look like crap, but it's gonna be like 75 degrees today, and it's getting up to like 85 degrees this week, and I'm pretty excited. But I'm gonna have to wear a shirt that covers my tattoo, because you can't have prolonged sun exposure to your tattoo for at least 10 days. So can't be showing off too much, but I'm just really happy with it. And I was just like so scared. And like when he was tattooing and when he was done, he was like, was that bad? I was like, no, like I've had cramps worse than that. Like literally like it's different pains obviously, because this is like scratching, because like scratching and pulling. Like the worst thing about it was that I had to put my head this way, and he was kind of like pushing my head and like pushing on my neck and like pushing really hard. That's like the worst thing. That was just annoying, but like I said, it only took like 30 minutes. The shop is really clean. Everyone's there. Everyone who works there is really cool. We've been there before. I don't know. It was a good experience. I was just so nervous for it. I would definitely say if you want a tattoo and you have something meaningful, I wouldn't just, I would definitely start kind of small, because of course this is my only tattoo, so I can't say like, oh my god, this and that, but I would say, of course, start with something meaningful, because I know some people, who have multiple tattoos, once they start getting them, they just get kind of random stuff, but definitely make sure it's meaningful, somewhere where you want it for sure. Like, there's the debate of, jobs not hiring you because of visible tattoos. You gotta take that into account. You gotta take into account what it is. You don't want something crude, like on your forearm, and then you have to work somewhere with short sleeve shirt, and people see that. So yeah, it was a good experience. I had a good Mother's Day yesterday. Like I said, we had the breakfast potluck, we had Rocky's game, we went to more family members' houses, then we came home, ordered some DoorDash, ate, and went to bed. So it was a long day. But yeah, the tattoo wasn't that bad. It really wasn't, and I'm so happy I got it, which I keep saying, but like, I love it. Like, I just love the fact that I designed it myself, and everyone who saw it loved it, and the fact that it went straight from on myself to me, like on my computer to, it's exactly how I designed it. And it's perfect to me, and it has such a deep meaning to me, because she's my little angel baby. And I know I did post, I do have a private Facebook, but I do post publicly sometimes. But one of my public posts was my definition of angel baby, and people were like, oh, well, they call stillborns angel babies or whatever, but this is just my definition of angel baby, of when someone loses a parent and their firstborn is that same sex as that parent. So like me, I lost my mom and I gained a daughter, and that's like I said, I feel like God and my mother set my daughter down so I could experience things with her, give her things that I wanted. So yeah, and I like that idea, but in a way it worries me, because I don't want to be like too pushy. I don't want to be that person that's like, that parent who missed out on something. They always want to do something. Like, for example, a mom wants to be in beauty pageants but never did, so she forces her daughter to be in beauty pageants, stuff like that. I don't want to do that. I think I have a pretty good gauge of not doing that, but that's one of my biggest fears, but hopefully, we'll get through it. We'll get through it together, It's my first baby, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job, and I have confidence in myself. But anyways, that is my tattoo. Bye.